Welcome back to Rebecca's Corner. So, if you want to see how I remedied this cake, come along with me while I bake. So, this is the original recipe I tried making. 1 cup of sugar, 4 eggs, whole eggs, 1 cup of all-purpose flour saved, then 1.5 tablespoon of baking powder, and that was where my mistake came from. I should have used 1 tablespoon of baking powder, then 1 cup of oil, just regular vegetable oil. Mix the wet ingredients together. Just mix until it's thoroughly combined for about 5 minutes, and then you sieve your flour. Here I was adding the spoons of baking powder, then I added nutmeg for the flavor, and then I just mixed it up. I added pinch of salt. Very easy to make. Oh, just mix everything up and gradually add into your wet ingredients. I didn't even know what I was thinking, like why I went to add extra half tablespoon of baking powder. Right. And I've baked this same recipe before. I used only 1 tablespoon of baking powder and it came out so perfect. So this is it. And in case you still like the outcome of this cake, very soft texture and airy, you just add little bit. Don't add up to this quantity I added so it won't float to the top. Add little bit of the butter, about just say 1 tablespoon of the butter is enough to give you a perfect cupcake. So this was the outcome. Even the ones I put very little, this was how they came out. They didn't really come out how cupcake is supposed to come out. So I guess the fault came from the too much baking powder. If you know any other reason why this is like this, let me know in the comment section. But I remedied it because I didn't use the whole butter, could not contain, so the rest of the butter I had to come up to a remedy. So while I was thinking of the remedy, I decided to add orange zest to it, and it transformed the flavor. Actually very nice. So I went ahead and added in a little bit of flour again. I sieved it and I added it to it to give me this texture, and guys, it came out perfect the way I wanted. Perfect. So if you're in this kind of situation, you have extra butter, you can just correct it by adding a little bit more flour, and if it gets too thick, add a little bit more liquid milk. But I didn't add any liquid milk, I just added a little bit more flour and I proceeded to bake. And here they are, perfect and delicious. Better, yeah, this is what I was expecting. This is better. Yay, better. Betty butter, make some butter. Betty butter, make some. Betty butter, make some butter, but she said this butter is bitter. If I put it in my butter, it will make my butter bitter. So she bought a better butter, better than the bitter butter. Ooh, if you can relate, leave a comment in the comment section. I don't even think I sang it very well. Betty butter. Betty butter, make some butter, but she said this butter is bitter. If I put it in my butter, it will make my butter bitter. So she bought a better butter. So than them. this is nice. Nice. So when I baked the first round and I discovered that it didn't come out well, and I suspected the baking powder was too much. So I immediately added a little bit of flour to it. I sieved the flour and mixed it again. I didn't show that part because I wasn't sure what the outcome would be, but that was what I actually did. I just mixed again, and that was the batter I was pouring in the pan, as you could see the other time. So thank you so much for watching, and imagine this when it's cool and you top it with some ice cream, 1 scoop of ice cream. It's gonna be yummy. I'm going to try that out when it cools down actually. See ya. Bye.